Hi there. Today I'm going to do a sketchbook tour of this finished sketchbook. I know I'm supposed to be working on my, animation meme that I showed you a preview of a few months ago. It's just that, here's the thing that you might need to know about me. When it comes to animation, it's sometimes hard for me to get motivated to do it. I get pretty burnt out by it pretty easily, sadly. And sometimes I go on and off with it, which sucks. You know, that and, like, there's been some personal stuff in my life. I'm not gonna go in depth about it, but yeah, there's been stuff. I'll probably try my best to work a bit more on the animation, and maybe in the middle of that, I'll post a Halloween video where I show you guys my costume. So I'll probably go ahead and do that. But for now, you get a sketchbook tour. Yeah, it's not exciting. Yes, it's a filler video. Go on. Sue me. Actually, don't sue me. I barely have any money. I barely have any money. Probably edit that out. This is all unprofessional. I'm literally just holding my iPad up into the air. So yeah, let's get started. This is basically a Totoro-themed sketchbook. Probably like a moleskin thing, I think. I don't know. I got this at a store called Paper Plane. You can find it at downtown Santa Cruz, which is where I kind of live. Okay. Really love the covering of here. It's really pretty. Let's go to the first page. I was really into this redesigned version of Wonka. I wanted to make my own version of Willy Wonka. And this would be like his, I don't know, gala wedding outfit thing. I don't know. Doodle of him. This is an OC that I eventually redesigned fully. This is her bio, but we don't care about that. And that's basically my design process. I was kind of inspired by the design process pages of Robin. I forgot his name. Well, his YouTube name. I'll probably put a picture up of him. Of his YouTube page because I kind of forgot, but I love their art. He's the best. Love his art. Okay, for this one, I have an idea for a story that I want to do, which is basically a bunch of immortals in a cult. This is my basically design for one of the immortals, and this is the notes. What does it say? Okay. Also, the word's supposed to be depressing. Lily, not depressed. What? And also, yes, it was partially inspired by the Salem Witch Trials. This right here is for an OC that I eventually scrapped because I don't like her anymore. More scrapped OCs. Whenever I do painting, I sometimes... whenever I do painting, for the palette, I usually just use pages of a book that I don't really like, and were given to by my brother. This is one of them. I don't do that anymore. I usually just use canvases now for my palettes. Doodle of a Bunny. This is when I had a game theory phase. Yes, I had the game theory phase. Shut up. Scrapped Alien OC, more blotches. This is a scrapped OC that I had for like a superhero, like a X-Men type story, which is where the alien comes in. But I think this was kind of like leeway into, I think this character may or may not have been leeway into the story that I'm working on right now. This was when I had my Dr. Horrible phase and turned one of the characters into a human. It's a long story. Scrapped goat phase that I want to use for a 2-time meme. Don't know why I wanted to do a 2-time meme with a freaking goat OC that I barely developed. Weird blotches. Weird random OC. Fan art of Damien and Darkiplier. Want to redesign my logo. Eventually I did, but not in the way expected. More blotches. This is when I found some, like, oil pastels, I think, and I wanted to try it out. I really like the medium of it. I really like how specifically this doodle came out. I really love this. This is sketches for, like, a fun, like, here's a piece I want to do. And as you can tell, I barely finished it. 2 doodles right there. This needs context, like, really big context. There is this character in Giant Chocolate Factory that was scrapped. Well, 2 characters, actually, so I combined them into one, kind of, I guess. I don't really know. He's basically the punk of the group. He's more punk than Mike TV. And yes, he does die. Willy Wonka OC. Yeah, there's a lot of OCs. Oh, there's another character that gets mentioned once in more of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Fickelgruber, who basically stole the recipe for the ice cream that never melts in the daytime. Oh my god, the camera. But yeah, the ice cream that never melts. And I had some notes on him, and I really like his design. It's like, even though I kind of like, I'm no longer into that type of stuff, I really, like, I'm done with my Wonka phase for now until the eventual prequel comes out, which, why is it coming out in 2023? Like, I'm gonna be like 18 by then, which sucks. But I really still love his design. It's very 70s. I love the checkerboard pattern, and his hair looks like a swirly. It's amazing. I got bored and a little bit venti. So we have, this used to be my vent OC. Kinda, it's complicated. It's just my OC in general. This is Doodle was before I played Among Us. Now I play Among Us. Yep, yeah, go ahead, cringe. Got bored and drew myself as a pickle. I do not watch Rick and Morty, by the way. This is just for the meme. Random doodles. I had art block. Betty Boop thing. Notes for my story, which I don't know if I agree with anymore. Clown character design. She's now scrapped. I have a lot of scrapped OCs. Johnny Depp Wonka as a king. This is when I was in the Willy Wonka Discord server, and they were like, well, it no longer exists. But they were like, hey, would it be cool if Wonka was a king? And I'm like, I'm on it. Designs for Violet Beauregard. I don't know why I have that. This is just a pack of M&Ms that I taped on there, or glued, rather. Redesigning of the gala outfit, because I wasn't really proud of it. And yes, he is bi. And this is for another story I had in mind. Which is basically a detective show. Fan art for Nightmare. Yep, this is still when I had that phase. This was doodles doodles and sketches I did for the Ryobel project, the Ryobel animated project. I'm really loving how these turned out. Doodles of OCs, me, but cartoony. My brother gave me that sticker. This looks like I had art block. I think I had art block. These 2 are OCs for my story. This is just something gory that I drew for her. I don't know why I drew it. More of my detective story, which I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Scrapped. Wonka, see, random doodle. I think I was in a voice chat, and like, I was like, what should I draw? And they were like, let's draw our Ursula but hot. And I'm like, great idea. Amori fan art. Oh, I need AU for Dr. Horrible. I'm not gonna give context to it. I don't know what to call this. Fucking Valentine's Day version of I'm gonna have to censor that. More of Valentine's Day version. I think I've named him Valve. A part of me likes this guy, but I don't really get his role. I want to put him in a story, but I don't really know where to put him. I want to put him in my new my work in progress superhero story, but I don't know where he's gonna fit in. Maybe he can be like a side character in a Valentine's Day special. I'm not 100% sure. Oh my god, this. Okay, this is a stupid comic. Yes, this is when I had the Dr. Horrible face. It's basically Penny and Hammer, and basically this whole entire comic was inspired by the quarantine version of Dr. Horrible, which was made when the pandemic started happening. It's not the best thing I've seen in the world. I'll probably link it down below if you guys want to watch it. It's not the best, but hold on, let me read this comic out. You do, if there's a child right in front of you, Hammer, what the fuck? Yes, it was inspired by that Vine. Oh god, this is so unprofessional. I made it. Game Theory AU. I have a thing for if I get hyper obsessed with something, I make an AU or I rewrite it for some reason. I don't know why. OC for the Food Theory channel. Something edgy. Apple sticker. Math in the background. I don't know what I'm doing. More Doodles. I made an OC named Kelvin. I don't know why I made him. Animatronic Bond Doodle. More of Kelvin. Sad Hello Kitty because, I don't know why. Something. Something. Oh, this was when I was trying to figure out, I think it was just doing, like, hairstyle practices. And that's when the idea of Sarah came along. You know, my other character. You've probably seen her before. More of me trying out the Amori art style. I don't know why I drew Alice here. More of Kelvin. He eventually gets sent to the void. Okay, there's a lot to unpack in this page. Dr. Horrible Doodles. Sketches for the show I'm working on. Yes, it's called Double-Sided. I think this, I think, no, this is a spoiler, I think. This might be scrapped. And originally, I had an idea of tying all of my shows together in like a multiverse, but I was like, I think that was overwhelming me, so I kind of scrapped that, which explains this. Doodle of a character that I might scrap from the Double-Sided story, however, put him in a different project. Rodin, my homeboy. You've probably seen him in the glimpse of that animation meme. He is an egotistical, narcissistic boy, and I love him. Billy Buddy, me writing down stuff for how magic works in my multiverse thing. Again, got overwhelmed, scrapped it. I can only explain this through, I made a human version of Bad Horse because Bad Horse isn't Dr. Horrible. Please, oh my god, this is cringy. A doodle, more concept art for Sarah, Billy in a suit, because I thought that would be cool. A lot of things for Clay Salone. Oh my god. Oh god, I have a lot of explaining to do. Alright, so to unpack, this was when I was trying to develop his character, and I even wrote down his backstory. Yeah, bit of a trigger warning right there. And also, he originally was going to have antisocial personality disorder, but I eventually kind of scrapped it, because I think there's this prevailing stereotype that people with antisocial personality disorder are villains, which I'm not a big fan of. Not everyone with antisocial personality disorder is a villain. And in the story, even though he's a main character, he's kind of a villain type of character. Because, side character is a superhero, main character is supposed to be the villain of the superhero world. That type of crap. More of the OC. I don't know why I drew her so edgy. I found this, I think, in a, oh god. I think I found this in, like, a magazine or something, and I really liked it. Penny, my beloved. Scratch, finished drawing, like, big artwork thing, this is when I was still trying to develop his character, more of my cult story. Yeah, this is when I was trying to draw their god. It was a thing. random song lyrics, because for some reason I like to write song lyrics even though I don't know anything about making instrumentals. Ooh, more characters. Chester characters. Okay, this character right here is named Amethyst. You'll probably not, more, like, I probably not see her in the beginning of the story, but she appears eventually. More of this character, by the way, his name's Darwin. You'll learn about him later. Okay, more doctoral I use. This is, I think, when, I think this is the AU where we're, like, painting Dr. Horrible for some reason. We're good guys, I think. You could tell because, I drew this, and I still really like it. Concept sketches for Slain Centrifuge, a character that's also in the story, and also this is just a doodle of a cat. Oh my god! Oh no, this is major sport. Okay, this needs context. So in the story, there is this character that I have named Prism. His power is basically he can summon crystals out of thin air. They usually rise up from the ground. It's kind of like a weird, it's kind of like ice bending, you know, like Elsa from Frozen. I won't say Frozen 2, because honestly, that movie was, I love this drawing of him. But this also just destroyed my purple pen. And just doodles of faces, and then more sketches of him, me quoting Billie Eilish, because back then that was hip and cool. Like, I love this man, even though he in the story he's kind of a bastard. Superhero notes, doodles of me trying out the Amore style. You'll figure out this character later. More of Andy, and this is when I finally figured out what I wanted Sarah to look like, you know, specifically her face. And this was when I tried out hands, you know, drawing out different styles of hands. I think my friend Gray, told me to draw him as a pickle. Just notes for double-sided. This was when I had a weird dream, where there was like the superhero kid who could control fire, and for some reason he was also an orphan. Yeah, no context for that. Yeah, this is just Prism in the maid outfit. I don't know why I drew this, but why is this unironically good? Oh, this is when I wanted to create a, true neutral version of Doc Ock. This is when I wanted to draw a true neutral version of Doc Ock. And I drew this. And I really like it. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I'll figure out something. This is when I doodled another character. The only reason why I doodled this character was because I saw images of, like, drawings of the YouTuber Technoblade with this beautiful pink braided hair. A good example of this beautiful hair being saddest version of, Technoblade, and I really like that. I don't watch Technoblade that often, or rather, I don't watch the GMSMP. I'm not really a big fan of it, but I am a big fan of the fan art community of it. It's really good. Anyway, I drew some sketches of him. More of Prism, this time in like this gorgeous outfit. This is when I was struggling. More doodles of Amethyst. Oh, this is when I was trying to figure out the character design for Reese. I eventually redesigned her altogether because I wasn't really happy with her design. You know. Oh, yep. This is a storyboard frame of The Fridge is a Lie, and I originally was going to animate my characters with John Mulaney quotes. Could get burned out by that. And, notes for superhero shows, more doodles. This creepy thing. Why did I draw this? I'm not going to give context to this. The logos for the... Okay, let me just go over here. I made an AU where, for some reason, Billy Zagandere. I don't know why. Hyper-realistic doodle of Clay Sloan. More notes. You trying to figure out the damn title of the thing and the drawing the title. I eventually settled with something like this. I'm really happy. Okay. Jeez, damn it. Trying to figure out a character design for another story I had. I have so many stories, I swear to God. This page won't stay still. Alright, what else do we have? Okay, these are more sketches. of a character that I was designing that's named Pyro. It's for my story. And this is a design I kind of settled with. I said kinda, because eventually it gets changed a bit. Omori fan art. I really like Omori. It's a really good game. Please play it. It's so good. More notes on Clay Slim's backstory, which some of that's probably scrapped. Yeah, I just love torturing this guy. I don't know why. I'm the type of person that, like, looks at a character and says, yes, you deserve all the pain. For no reason. Weird doodle of me, for some reason, I drew this. I don't do drugs. More fan art. Or fan art on Polaroid. Whatever this is. This is, concept sketches for 2 characters that I don't know what to do with. One has laser eyes, and the other one hypnotizes people. This is, I don't like the layout of this page. I'm just gonna say that. More Prism, more of, I think his name is, Marvy. Trying to figure out some stuff. This is when I temporarily went back into the Willy Wonka phase. And also I was wondering, should I, like, since I based Dwight's character off of Spider-Man, specifically, Tom Holland's, should I give him a spider motif? And, I don't know what I'm gonna do with him, to be honest. This is when I got into the good place for a hot minute, and I decided to draw, Michael's, demon form. I know he technically wouldn't look like this, but I don't care. More Doodles of Pyro. I'm not gonna give context to this. Oh, this is a character, this kind of spoils the ship. But this is a character that probably appears, in a sequel to my superhero story, double-sided, This is a character that I wanted a chaotic, those classic the classic, I'm gonna rule the world supervillain type things that everyone sees as a joke. I eventually, took his design, like, redid his entire design entirely and turned him into the character, a different character. The character's name is, the new character's name is Magic Man, by the way. More of my Good Place phase. This time, this was inspired by what inspired Michael from The Good Place. The character Michael. He was based off of Judge Michael, one of the angels. So I thought it would be a pretty interesting idea if, what if he was a fallen angel? This is when I wrote down his powers. God, funny. Okay, alright, okay. If any of the Good Place cast is watching this, please get off now. I should have said that earlier. But basically, in this AU, Michael gets sent out of heaven, which explains this. I don't know why. Also, I am a god with 4 adult children. And also, y'all online think I'm gay or something. I'm just making fun. I'm just, I don't know why I drew these 2. Oh, this is, Vicky's. And more of The Good Place. This is Vicky's, demon design. She said she was, a venomous snake, so I kind of drew something like this. I don't know if I'm happy with it, but, more character design and more designing for my superhero story. More design for my superhero story. I will not give context to this at all. Oh, God. Anatomy doodles. I had an idea of, for the, in the story of The Good Place, there's these things, not things, but kind of AI type characters named Janet. They're basically the Siri of the Good Place and Bad Place world. There's there's many different Janets. And I thought, what if there was a rebellious Janet? you know, Janet doesn't want to be, like, someone's assistant. So they rebelled. And it's basically a whole entire story of basically just transgendering, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing with that AU, for crying out loud. More demon designs for the character. I forgot his name. But basically, he's like the main antagonist-ish of The Good Place, and I gave him a demon design as well. It's like a moth design, I guess. More of me doing black hairstyles, because I don't really do that much. Or rather, African-American black hairstyles. I don't know what to call it. Trid looks look more like gummy worms, but I love them. Yeah, I agree. They do look like gummy worms. I love them, though. Designing bunnies. Doodles of the character that I mentioned. Magic Man. Yeah, this is Magic Man. He got the personality. He got that crazy personality. Something on his assisted. This is a long thing to explain. Ripping out more lyrics from songs. This time, I took lyrics out of the song Utterly Useless. Weird anatomy stuff. This is what I was doodling. Noses. I think that's a doodleless. Actually, no, it isn't a doodleless era. Oh, this is when I was trying to figure out my story for that is based off of takes place in the 1980s. Originally, it was called Spectral, but I think I renamed it recently to Paradox. Don't know why. And this is basically her design. I love her to death. I still love this drawing. It's really good. And it butchered the crap out of my out of my purple highlighter. Like, that thing's like dying slowly in the background, I swear. More doodles of her. Biblical angel things. Yeah. Doodles of wings because I want to try it out. I doodled a little bear guy named Stitches. I think I'm going to turn him into a plushie one day, but he's just the most adorable thing. Senpai from Friday Night Funkin'. I'm not the biggest fan of Friday Night Funkin', but, you know, it's cool, I guess. Yeah, I had art block. I'm not even going to context this page. I don't even know. This is when I slowly entered into a Lazy Town phase. It's a long story. And yes, eventually Darwin or Dwight. Yeah, he was named Darwin, but I think I named him now to Dwight. I don't know what name was at all, but it starts with a D. He eventually goes emo in the story, don't know why. Yeah, more of my Lazy Town phase. I had an idea, like, this is kind of complicated if you don't know anything about Lazy Town. I'm not even going to give context, and I love this doodle. I love this so much. Also, Sports and Flower Crown, hell yeah. Again, stuff that needs a lot of context. Stuff happening in the background. There was the scrap character from Lazy Town called Jives, and I doodled him. I really like him. More of Jives. This was a sketch that I did for, like, originally for the end credits of the Re-Opal project. We were going to show our icons, like the person who ran the last reanimated project did. His last reanimated project was Shop Repop. However, due to time constraints, we couldn't do it, so we had to settle for this. Edgy comic. Needs context for you to understand. This is when I heard of the phenomenon of long furries, so I drew Furbies, so I drew that elf design thing. It looks like something straight out of Lord of the Rings, not gonna lie. Evil Sporticus, I don't know why I drew that. I think it was just for fun. Stephanie from Lazy Town. I do not know what this means. If it means something offensive, I am so sorry. I think that's Mori. Yeah, no, that's Sunny. That's Doodle Sunny. More Scrapto C is just me messing around, I guess. Doodles Sporticus. Jack Walton. Yeah, I really like the Walton files. I love. Oh, okay. This is interesting. This is a project I'm working on with a friend of mine. It's called Neo. I'll probably link down the channel below. The YouTube channel below, so subscribe to it. What they're working on is honestly amazing. But basically, I did some sketches of the characters. Also, this was also a project that I was originally in, but eventually I left it because there was a lot of drama happening in it, and I do not want to give context to it. I do like these sketches of alligators, though. Really love them. Yeah, more sketches of the Neo project I'm working on. Creepy ass sketches of koalas. More of me trying to figure out that 80s story. Character designing for an Alice in Wonderland type rabbit guy. Really love his design. Like, I really love it. More of me entering back into that Willy Wonka phase. Taking notes. More sketches of Willy Wonka stuff. More of me trying to figure out. This is actually from my detective story. Yes, there's a lot of bunnies in my stories. I just noticed that. Costume design. Sketches for a character that you'll see eventually in my superhero story. Oh. It's more of your boy, Prism. Eventually I redesigned him to look like this, and I'm more proud of the design than this last one. In fact, I made a comic about it. Oh god, the page. I'm sorry, but who are you? I'm you, but with a body count. Yeah, he's gonna be an interesting character when he appears. Also, I drew this of him, and I love it so much. I don't know how, there are some moments when you draw something so amazing, and you wonder, how the heck am I going to replicate that? Anatomy, this is when I was trying to figure out anatomy. This needs context. Oh, this is when I found a statue. Okay. Actually, I can figure out these two doodles. This is when I was going to a church. This is basically a doodle I did of the anatomy of, I think, Jesus hanging on the cross. And this was another statue I found. I don't know the context of why it was there. But, yeah, I'm not really much of a Christian, but, my parents are pretty Christian. They're pretty cool, though. Characters I'll see eventually. A character that I don't know what to do with for my superhero story. More of Billy Horrible. Yeah, a bit of my Dr. Horrible phase was kind of still there, partially. Character from my Immortal Cult thing. A lot of doodles. The original sketch for a friend of mine's profile picture. Trying to figure out the design for the character from my 80s story. Don't know what I want to do with that. Rodin, Garcello. My friend told me to draw Garcello, and I was like, okay. Celine Centrifuge. More Penny, My Beloved. For context, Josh Whedon released a comic for the 10th anniversary of Dr. Horrible, which side note, Josh, you could have made the freaking sequel to the thing. You left us on a cliffhanger. Why didn't you make a sequel? But yeah, and in the comic, Billy kind of gets knocked out, and we see Penny again, but this time in a dream sequence, and in order to wake Billy up, she kind of pulls a Raiders of the Lost Ark and melts her face. But I kind of redesigned it to look more spoopy, I guess, because I was like, yeah, that's cheesy. Melting faces, yeah, that's cheesy, Josh. So I did this. I loved his design more than what we got in the comic. I'll just say that. But she's still my beloved. Drawing Carol. This is when I was trying to figure out thumbnails for paintings. I will not give context to this. You will see this man eventually. Okay, I think I need to eventually make context for this. Actually, no, I shouldn't. It's for some stupid AUs. Doodles of the original male version of Aubrey from Memori. Character for that we'll see in the future, I guess. I don't know. Okay. I made an AU where basically Penny from Dr. Horrible is basically a villain. Well, turns out to be a villain. And I drew this. I really like it. Doodles of Rugo Salt. You can still, yeah, I'm still in that AU. I mean, I'm still a little bit in that fandom, I guess. This one I was figuring out. There's a superhero I created called the Swan who eventually turns. Actually, I shouldn't mention it. She's called the Swan, and her ability is basically she has the power of using her voice to do whatever she pleases. This is her alternate outfit. I'm not going to give context to this. I'm going to give context to that. Doodle of Buff Sporticus. Doodles of human version of Bad Horse. Scrapped. Or go see. Okay. This character. I think his name's Roy. Yeah, his name's Roy. I don't know why I got obsessed with him for a hot minute. I mean, he doesn't even appear in, like, the original superhero story. He appears later on. But, I really like it. I like him. He deserves better. Also, yes, okay, there's his stamps here. Yep, flowers. He's a plant dad, what can I say? And, this quote, take your suit off and swim in Maria is from Kojim's song, Moon Waltz. I think Joe Hawley's in that song, but it's infamous. I think the song's infamously known for not knowing where Joe Hawley is in the song, which I think he's in the part where it's like, a wise woman says I'm alive. You know, part of the song, I think. I could be wrong, because again, that song's confusing as hell. More doodles. This is when I had the idea of a superhero in the 1930s. Also part of the story that we're gonna... Yeah, the story is major. More of that Purple Hero C, but this time I'm overwhelming her. And this is event art. I posted this on Instagram at the contest of event art. And what I don't know what I just doodled the living bonkers out of this. Out of the background. I should probably read out the, this is kind of like a poem theme type thing, or something, I don't know. I just wanted to write something down that kind of expressed how I felt. Because I kind of felt like the background character, it wasn't doing enough, so I decided to do writing. The room's closing on itself, everything's too bright, everything's too loud, everything is just too much. And I want to move away. But even that's too much too. So I just stand there and cry and scream and yell and scream. Everything is just too much. Someone please make it stop. I was having, okay, I'm not going to give context to what has been happening in my personal life, but it's been a bit rough. I'll say that. And, I just I kind of felt the need to kind of express that feeling, because I was just really in a bad mood, bad place. I'm doing better now, but that was a time. Oh my gosh, yes, this is a reveal. Yeah, this is what I remember, the character from earlier that I said, you know, don't forget this character, I redesigned her eventually, her name's Eleanor Gray. Yeah, this is her. Yeah, purple hair girl, she's new Eleanor Gray, and I adore her. She's my child. I love her so much. She is best girl. I love her. I eventually turned this into a digital art because I needed to readjust the colors. Oh my god, I love her so much. And I also posted this on Instagram. I have an Instagram now. Oh. I don't know if I need context for this. Yeah, this is for my AU. October AU. Yeah, I got this is when I got back into it. I'm like, nowadays I'm like obsessed with Tally Hall, but you know, more of me using my using Eleanor as a vent character. Don't know what these two doodles are. And I was like, yay, here's the test page. This is nothing. So, yeah, that's a Sketchbook Tour. Sorry if it was really unprofessional. It's just that I felt like I needed to get a video out for as like filler and as an apology that I haven't done anything with my YouTube channel and done a lot more with my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, by the way, please, I beg of you. I have art. I post more art there. I post stuff more frequently on my Instagram. This is my sketchbook. I'm working on my new sketchbook right now. I'll probably give you guys a preview, like a sneak peek of it, what I have so far. So, move out of the way, Totoro. Yeah, this is the big stuff. This is the big guns. So yeah, what page should we show? Actually, I should probably guys show you something. A 4-leaf clover. Yeah, my mom's friend found this and gave this to my mom. And, like, laminated it and everything. And I keep it in every sketchbook I have. I got it when at some point when I was close to finishing the Totoro sketchbook, so this is really new, but I really like it. Yes, this is more of Eleanor Gray. So, what page should I show? What page to show? Screw it. Tally Hall. I'm currently having a Tally Hall phase right now, and I'm getting really into their band. And I'm not just getting into their music, I mean the band members. This is, yeah, so... Yellow tie, suave fellow, writes hedophonic tunes of how love bites. Red, the proud, loud guy we adore, and also cancel on Twitter. Yeah, I know about the situation. I know the whole entire thing is like a year or two old. Okay, I just need to say this hot take. Joe Hawley's not the worst person, but also not the best. There are some things that I believe in, and some things that I don't. I think he needs help. I hope he's getting help. Ross. These two are my beloved. It's either... My beloveds are either Joe or Ross. Great in the back, sipping yak in here. Knocking on the shots like pro dance here. Sam hold the locks, make grids, got keys to unlock the rock and the act, if you please. Now open the base, give Blue the bass, and no, don't say those lines because you get demonetized. Actually, I don't care if I get demonetized. Bora, love him. What else do I have? More doodles, I guess. This is the doodle that I did for that was inspired by the Crazy Food music video. Or as I like to call it, Joe Hawley's Homeless, the music video. And a doodle of a shopping cart, because I couldn't figure out how to draw a shopping cart. And right now I'm kind of like working on a Tally Hall AU, which explains this. It's a work in progress. But, that's my sketchbook, I guess. I'll probably show you guys the finished one when I'm done with this. But that's it so far. Hope you guys like the video. Again, sorry if it's a bit rushed. And sorry for the shaky cam. Again, this is very unprofessional. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Please follow me on my social medias, and bye.